is ex-con Mike from After Prison Advice, and today we're going to build a resume, so stick around. Building a resume today is not like back in the day. We don't have to sit down with a piece of paper and stress over making it look right and what are we going to say. They have resume builders and they're free. I googled free resume builders and I came up with myperfectresume.com, and for this example I'm going to use this website. Okay, so now we got to pick our template. You can look through these and decide which one you want. They got all different styles. You can see that they look differently and all that. Just keep in mind that if you're printing on a printer and your template has color, you need colored ink. I'm gonna go with the professional one just because they say it's the most popular, and this is just an example anyway. Okay, create a new resume. Okay, all my information I've already put in, and my name's not Mike. This isn't my real stuff, so this is just an example. So you enter your name, your last name, your city, your state, your zip code, phone number, because you want your phone number. It's going to be put right on your resume. You want them to be able to contact you, and then your email address. So we'll go to work history now. And by work history, I mean all of your work history, everything in prison. My first job I'm going to enter is a prep cook because I worked in many kitchens. My employer was the state of your state. In their city and the state, and then you're going to put your start date, select a year and the month, and then your end date, and go to add work details. And now this is where I really like this program. That's why I picked it. This is titled Prep Cook. That's the job that you put in. So what they've done is they've already, under the Prep Cook keyword, they've already listed a whole bunch of job duties that you can just click. And all you have to do these is just click and click. And it's added up here. And if you want to add a number to this, then you just add it. So you do it for that. I'm gonna do a couple of these examples. That's a prep cook. Here's a yard crew worker. But don't say yard crew, say lawn care. Lawn care technician. That's what I would say. Yard crew is for prison. I would call it this. My employer is the state of whatever state that you were in prison at. And then your city, your state, your start date, your end date. And I'm going to add another one. Okay, your lawn care technician, these are your job duties that you can select from. So I'll just select a few. And all I'm doing is just clicking. And it's adding it for me in the language that they prefer on the resume. This is professional language. It's better than what I could come up with myself, and I advise us to use these. Maybe we'll add one more for you porters and janitors and people like that. Same thing, state of whatever. And then your city, your state, your start date, your end date. And then on our work details. Now, a janitor job, you can actually get a job in a hospital. I know someone who did it. So, especially if you have a certificate. So, I would click this. Prolong life of carpets if you did that. If you mowed and trimmed, do that. Maintain specialty places like chemical laboratories. I doubt we did that. You probably set up chairs for any things in the auditorium. Everything that you did for your prison job is work history, and I suggest that you list it all. So now that we've got our jobs, now we need to go to our education. I quit school at 16, so my education is a GED. So I'm going to put public school for my school because I didn't graduate from a school district. I got a GED. And then put your school location and the degree I got is a GED. The field of study, we don't have to do this because they know. And my graduation date, because I'm old, is 1991. So after you filled it in, you can click. And I suggest you put all of yours on there. And this is what I mean. School name, state of your state. What was your janitor class called? Was that blood spill? Was that porter class? What was that called? I'm going to call it a janitor class. School location, put the name of the location, and under the degree, put enter your own degree, and if you got a certificate, put that there. Field of study, blood spill, or bodily fluid spill, general janitorial, and then the year that you graduated, and then save that. And then if you have any other certificates that you have obtained for your jobs, it could be working in the kitchen. When I worked in the kitchen, I had to take a kitchen sanitation class and get a certificate for that. Put that certificate in there if you're going for any type of food preparation jobs. Any of these things. You get my point. Just whatever you've got in your file, you're going to want to put it on here. And with, what is it, 5-6% of the population of the United States having a felony, that shit doesn't matter. So you're going to want to list all of the education that you've got. Now we'll go on to skills. And again, you're searching for a keyword. You see how it's done this? It's got a professional summary that you choose, your skills that you've chosen, and these are the jobs that I've done. And now these are special skills that I want to highlight. And I believe those are going to come up right here. So what we're going to do, if I'm going for a food job, I'm going to use the keyword for prep cook on my experience and write down click on all of these and have them all added. If I'm gonna go for instead a janitor job, I'm gonna use these ones. You see what I mean? So let's see this. You see how it's popping it up? You see this right here? Everything that you're adding, you can add here. And if the jobs are related, you can put your different related experience and skills from all your different jobs up here, because all I got to do is just click. Let's go back to prep cook so I can show you. See this? See how it got added? So I've got these added now. And then if I want to go to lawn care, I can go lawn care technician and even add some of that if I wanted to. But I would recommend, if you're going for food jobs, have one resume for that, specifically set up for your food jobs that you're going for. If you're going for a janitorial job or you're trying to apply at a landscaping company, you're going to want to have a different resume for those as well. But here's the thing. This is easy stuff. It takes a few minutes, and once you've done it, it's done. It's not something that you have to keep doing every day. You're going to build your resume and it's going to be finished. And you can use it, copy it, and use it for every job that you apply for. And I recommend that you do that. A different resume for each different type of job that you're going to go for. Because your fast food one isn't going to go for the factory. Your factory one isn't going to go for the lawn care. You know what I mean? They're completely different jobs, and you're going to want to highlight the skills for the job you're applying for in that resume. I hope that made sense. I tend to forget words when I speak sometimes. So then we go to the summary. Briefly tell us about our background. Again, you have these preloaded things that you can do. For your fast food one, you could be a diligent fast food worker with excellent cooking skills and strong knowledge of food safety. This is a very well written summary. If you're going for janitorial, you've got different knowledgeable about maintaining and organizing, skilled cleaning team member, diligent job title that you enter yourself, adept at cleaning, whatever. You know what I mean? Pick out the one that sounds best. And don't worry about it sounding corny. It sounds corny for everybody. All of us who are trying to find jobs try to word our resumes as professionally and as well as we can. So don't worry if this isn't how you speak. None of us speak this way. And I'm talking about the normals too. So let's go on. You can add anything else you want. I would not put anything unrelated to jobs on here. If you have an accomplishment that back when you were 12 years old you won a fishing competition, unless you're going to be a fishing tour guide, I would not put that on there. You know what I mean? Your bowling trophies, I wouldn't necessarily put that on there. But definitely all of your certificates, unless it was 30 years ago. But if you just got out of prison after 30 years, list every single one of them. Every one of them. You earned it. It's yours. You need to list it. Let's see what the hell they got next. All right. It looks like my resume is done. Check this out. And once your resume is done, you can highlight the cursor over the different sections and hit this little pencil and edit it every way you want, however you want. Make it look just how you want for every single different type of job that you're going to go for, and you're good. Having a job is one of your parole requirements, so this is a mandatory thing. And using a resume builder online, one of the free resume builders like myperfectresume.com, it makes it such a simple process, especially later on when you change jobs and you want to update your resume. Coming to places like this is going to make life so much simpler and easier for you. And once you've got your parole completed, the world is open to you. All other options are open to you now, and we'll get into that in some of my other videos. But for right now, for the completion of your parole, this is how you satisfy the seek and maintain work or employment requirement of your parole. This is ex-con Mike from After Prison Advice, and I hope this was helpful. If you got any questions or problems, or I didn't make any sense at all, go ahead and leave a comment down there in the comment section. I'm doing this to try and help, so if I'm saying something wrong or doing something wrong, just tell me. I'll try and clean that shit up. Until next time, stay safe and stay free. This video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to tap that notification bell to be kept up to date on all my new videos. Until next time.